We've got the Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid versus the Toyota RAV4 Prime in our comparison this week.
If you're south of the border, that's a Kia Sportage. In Canada, they market it as Sportage. Welcome to the Motormouth YouTube channel. I'm Zach.
I'm Andrea.
And if you like this comparison, we do them every week. It would be great if you could subscribe. What else do they have to do?
Follow along on Instagram at Motormouth_Andrea. You get a sneak peek of what's coming up on the channel.
Let's get into it.
The Kia plug-in hybrid has a 1.6-liter turbocharged four-cylinder with an electric motor and a 13.8 kilowatt-hour battery. It's paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission and has a combined 261 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, standard all-wheel drive. It gets 55 kilometers, 34 miles of EV range.
The RAV4 Prime has a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine with Toyota's hybrid system and an 18.1 kilowatt-hour battery. It's paired to an ECVT and has a combined 302 horsepower but 68 kilometers or 42 miles of EV range with standard all-wheel drive.
One of the big differences between the two is that the Kia comes with a 6-speed automatic transmission and the RAV4 Prime an ECVT.
And the other thing is the RAV4 Prime has been out for basically 2 years now. They've been new contenders like this Sportage. There's the new Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. None of them can top the RAV4 Prime when it comes to pure EV range.
Yeah.
So it's still king.
Both the Toyota and Kia plug-in hybrids qualify for the Canadian federal rebate of $5,000 and incentives in participating provinces. With the new rules in place in the U.S., both the Kia and Toyota no longer qualify for a tax credit up to $7,500.
There's a difference in charging with the RAV4 Prime. In Canada, it comes with a standard 6.6 kilowatt onboard charger. In the US, it's only a 3.3 kilowatt charger, but you can opt for the more powerful 6.6 kilowatt charger in a package. With that less powerful 3.3 kilowatt charger and 120 volt outlet, your charge time is 12 hours. With 240 volts, it's 4.5 hours. With the 6.6 kilowatt charger and a 240 volt outlet, you can charge in just 2.5 hours.
The Kia has a 7.2 kilowatt onboard charger with a 120 volt outlet. It will take over 11 hours to charge your plug-in hybrid, and with a 240 volt outlet, about 2 hours. Both the Kia and Toyota are not compatible with a DC fast charger.
The RAV4 Prime, as you would expect, is smooth and quiet when it's in pure EV mode and uses only the electric motor and the battery. There are two other modes to choose from: hybrid, which uses both the electric motor and the gas engine in tandem, and a charging mode where the gasoline engine is used to power the vehicle, also to charge the battery. This is where you'll find the engine gets a little bit louder. There's also an automatic setting, which chooses the best driving mode for the current conditions.
The Kia plug-in hybrid offers a smooth ride in a quiet cabin and handles incredibly well. When accelerating quickly on the highway, you do hear the gas engine come on for the extra power. But because of the time of year that we reviewed it, warmer temperatures, we found that the gas engine went on less often than expected. It has a quick shifting electronic shift-by-wire technology, and the Drive Mode Select adjusts steering, transmission, and throttle response to the driver's preferred performance setting. One important feature the Kia is missing is a heat pump, which the RAV4 Prime comes standard with. In colder temperatures, because it doesn't have a heat pump, you'll find that the gas engine will come on more often in the Kia.
So the heat pump is a big deal. Because you have the ability to heat the cabin without using the gasoline engine, plus the RAV4 has a much longer EV range, it's a much more desirable vehicle to have. But on the flip side of that, the Sportage will decrease your fuel consumption throughout the year.
Yeah, and it depends what time of year you're using it. We have a follower in California who has the Sportage plug-in hybrid. He doesn't care that there isn't a heat pump.
Yeah, but he's in California.
Exactly.
Let's move to California. Come to Canada and try it out.
So it depends where you live. Well, other parts of the U.S. with colder temperatures are going to have the same problem without a heat pump that we have in Canada. I think that I would like to see Hyundai and Kia add this to their vehicles.
I hope so. Just don't put the price up.
Yeah.
Here's our used car alternative from CanadaDrives.ca. We chose a 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid with just over 21,000 kilometers on the clock for $44,990. Click on the tab or the link in the description below to find more vehicles in this category from canadadrives.ca.
The RAV4 Prime has a unique front end with a painted grille, a sculpted front grille spoiler, and chrome roof rails, giving this SUV a sporty and rugged design. Standard features include LED headlights and LED taillights, available vertical accent lights, 18-inch wheels, available 19-inch, and an available two-tone paint option.
The Kia has a sharp and strong presence with a tiger nose grille. The gloss black grille spans the entire width of the front fascia with boomerang-style daytime running lights on either side and unique shaped LED reflector headlamps, LED fog lamps, roof rails, a heated windshield, and 19-inch wheels. In Canada, you get partial LED tail lamps, available full LED tail lamps, but in the United States, they're full LED tail lamps on all models. The rear wiper is hidden under the rear spoiler for a clean and modern look.
The RAV4 Prime has a little less ground clearance at 8 inches compared to the Kia plug-in hybrid with 8.3 inches of clearance. The Kia comes with a tire repair kit, the RAV4, a temporary spare tire.
So you've got the good old trusty Toyota. No chances with the design. And then you've got Kia taking all kinds of chances with this Sportage.
Yeah, especially those boomerang style headlights. Some like them, some don't. I think it really has a modern and futuristic design. I like it. I mean, it certainly has a real presence on the road.
So a year before, they brought out the Hyundai Tucson PHEV. And when they first brought out the Hyundai, I was like, oh man, that's really cool and futuristic. And I thought I really liked it a lot. And then they brought out the Kia version, and I like that way more.
Well, the Tucson has that really cool, bold grille. I like it as well. One thing to point out is that you actually get a temporary spare tire on the RAV4 Prime. Most vehicles that are electrified have a tire repair kit. So I think that's a plus.
Whatever car I'm in, Andrea, spare tire comes with me.
Oh my God. The Kia has a modern and sophisticated interior design with a mix of soft materials, piano black, and a patterned trim. The driver-focused cockpit with an available dual panoramic curved display connecting two screens, a 12.3-inch digital driver display and a 12.3-inch touchscreen, is a real showstopper and is standard on the top trim.
The RAV4, on the other hand, is comfortable, practical, and versatile with plenty of storage, but it really doesn't quite have the sophistication of the Kia. We like to call the RAV4 interior industrial. It's getting some nice changes, though, for 2023, including Toyota's new multimedia system with wireless Apple Carplay and wireless Android Auto, dual Bluetooth phone connectivity, and an available 10.5-inch touchscreen, also a 12.3-inch multi-information display or digital cockpit.
Both the Kia and Toyota PHEVs have two trims. The Kia offers a lot of value for the price. Not only does it have a lower starting price of almost $1,100 Canadian and over $1,800 US compared to the Prime, but it also offers so many more standard features. The Kia comes with a 12.3-inch touchscreen with navigation, a 4.2-inch instrument cluster, wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a wireless charger, heated and ventilated front seats, quilted leatherette upholstery, a power driver and passenger seat, driver seat memory, a heated steering wheel, panoramic sunroof, heated rear seats, and a power liftgate. The top trim of the Kia gets some extra features like a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, the Harman Kardon sound system, and a surround view monitor along with remote park.
The RAV4 in comparison looks really basic on the base model. It does have an 8-inch touchscreen with wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a power driver's seat, cloth upholstery, heated steering wheel, and a 7-inch instrument cluster. Some of the features we mentioned that are standard on the Kia, you have to go to the top trim of the Prime to get them, or in a package.
Okay, wow. I mean, did you hear those features that the Kia gets on the base trim? Are you kidding?
Well, you're talking about all the features, just the way they look. One is kind of frumpy-dumpy, and the other one is like, hello, good looking. right?
I know.
I think you know which one I mean.
Yeah, I think I do.
The Kia is just head and shoulders above the RAV when it comes to features and looks.
I mean, it's just shocking, even the price point. In Canada, under $45,000 for all of that. I mean, what a steal of a deal. I applaud Kia for keeping their prices down and for including all of these standard features.
Then we're going to get into, in just a moment, the size, and you get more with the Kia. The problem I have, Andrea, is just like, are they going to keep the price this low for very long? It's a great starting price with killer standard features. And how long are you going to have to wait to get this? I mean, the RAV4, we're hearing 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, RAV4 Prime. I mean, you're lucky if you see one on the road. Like when we see one on the road, we're like, oh my God, there's a Prime. We can't believe it. We saw a Lexus NX 450h Plus the other day. We were like, what? Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's like super rare.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just becoming more and more obvious that the legacy Japanese car brands are kind of resting on their reputation, and the Koreans are coming out swinging with every new model. What do you guys think? Which one would you like to drive in every day?
The Kia is bigger overall than the Toyota. It's 2.6 inches longer, offers almost half an inch more front row legroom, almost 2 inches more second row legroom, and cargo space is also larger.
Let's start with pricing and the RAV4. The base all-wheel drive model in Canada is just over $46,000 and just over $40,000 in the United States. The top trim in Canada is called the XSE with the XSE package. That's very original. That's $58,000. So the top package in the United States is the XSE, and it starts at just over $43,500, but you can add all kinds of different packages ranging from $815 all the way up to $5,500 US. The Prime has a combined city and highway rating of 2.5 liters equivalent per 100 kilometers. That's 94 miles per gallon equivalent. When the battery is depleted, it reverts back to the hybrid system, and it's rated at a combined 6.1 liters per 100 kilometers, or 38 miles per gallon. The RAV4 Prime can tow 2,500 pounds, and Toyota offers a warranty of 3 years, 60,000 kilometers, or 36,000 miles.
Here's the pricing for the Kia plug-in hybrid. The base trim in Canada starts at just under $45,000, and the top trim is just over $48,000 Canadian. In the US, it starts at just under $38,500 US, and the top trim is just under $43,000. The Kia PHEV earns a combined city highway rating of 2.8 liters equivalent per 100 kilometers. That's 84 miles per gallon equivalent. With the battery depleted, it gets 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers, 35 miles per gallon combined. This PHEV can tow 2,000 pounds, and Kia offers a warranty of 5 years or 100,000 kilometers, 60,000 miles.
To be honest, Andrea, I think there's only so much pull the RAV4 Prime can have because it's a Toyota. When you compare this vehicle, the RAV4 Prime, to this Kia, it's so much more expensive for the RAV4. It comes with way less features.
Yeah.
It's not as big. It does have better range, granted. But you know what? Which one are you spending your money on?
Well, the RAV4 Prime in Canada tops out at over $58,000. I mean, that's almost a $10,000 difference between the Kia and the Prime in Canada. In the US, fully loaded, that Prime tops out at $49,000. I mean, that's a $6,000 difference between the two.
It's more manageable in the US. I don't know. It's just really what one you can get. I think what it comes down to. If you want one of these, I'd put your name at a dealer and a small deposit, fully refundable. Make sure it's fully refundable. And then whichever one comes in, buy it.
And some will say, well, the RAV4 Prime gets better fuel economy than the Kia.
More range, yeah.
Yeah, but also better fuel economy. And that is true, but is that enough with the savings there on fuel?
Now, the big question is, what's the biggest cost of owning a vehicle? You know what it is. Depreciation. So the only question mark we have, and you guys are going to pound away on the keyboard on this one, I know, is which one 5 years from now is going to be worth more money? Is it the RAV4 Prime? Granted, was more expensive new. Probably will be worth more because it's got that Toyota name. But I would suspect that this Kia, if it doesn't catch on fire or anything, will probably do just fine.
I think it just depends on the market too. If we have more plug-in hybrids available, then these aren't going to be worth as much. But today they are worth gold because people can't get them, and gas prices are through the roof. This week in Vancouver, it is at record high prices. So I understand why people are interested in going with an electrified vehicle now.
All right, so what do you think? Which one would you choose? The RAV4 Prime? Yep, best range. The Kia Sportage or Sportage with, granted, way nicer looking on the inside.
Yeah.
Pound away, let us know. And what else do they have to do?
Well, you got to subscribe, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when all of our content drops. We put out some unique stuff each week, and we'd love you to watch it all.
And when will we see them next?
We'll see you next week.